For 3 consecutive Premier League seasons, Arsenal have been the definition of consistency.
Maximum points, and looking at Arsenal right now, they look by far the best team in this country right now.
Mikel Arteta's project has evolved from promise into near perfection, a machine so refined that only one element was missing: the killer instinct to finish the job.
Zubimendi first time.
Arsenal were the best defensive team in world football, tactically immaculate, mentally relentless. But when it came time to land the final punch, something always fell short.
A really sad day, a lot of difficult emotions. Obviously we lost the game, we lost the championship after 10.5 months fighting for it.
Arteta knew it, he studied it, and this summer he found the answer: a striker built for dominance, for chaos and for glory. Victor Gyökeres. The Swedish forward arrived as the final piece of Arsenal's puzzle, a player whose presence alone changes the geometry of every attack.
Here sees a ball sail over his head and Eze squares it back.
Last season he scored 54 goals in 52 matches across all competitions for Sporting, numbers that seemed unrepeatable until he began to terrorise Premier League defences. 6 goals in his first 14 matches might not tell the whole story, because Gyökeres is more than just a goal scorer. He's a creator of movement, of pressure, of opportunity. No player in the league has made more off-the-ball runs into the box, and he ranks top 3 for runs made behind opposition defensive lines. Every time he moves, defences collapse. Every time he touches the ball, space opens for others. He's become Arsenal's true reference point in attack, leading the league in touches inside the penalty area and creating pathways for the creative brilliance behind him. Odegaard, Eze, Zubimendi, even when he doesn't score, he defines the rhythm of the game. Gyökeres is not just the striker Arsenal needed, he's the embodiment of Arteta's tactical maturity.
How Victor is, he looks at you, he doesn't move, he was in the screen like this. You said, yeah, it's fine, it's good, let's go for it. That's him, you know, so he leaves that no emotion there. He's just a very single targeted mindset player, and that's what I loved about him.
And beyond the data, his passion for the badge has already made him a cult figure, a player who, legend has it, ended a relationship just to fulfill his dream of wearing Arsenal red. But even a spear needs its shield, and that's where Declan Rice comes in, the cornerstone of this entire revolution. Since being given greater attacking freedom, Rice has transformed from an elite holding midfielder into a total player, one who dictates, destroys and creates with equal authority. 2 goals, 4 assists and countless recoveries only scratch the surface of his impact.
Declan Rice,
Incredible.
He's took his game to a next level now. I remember some pundits were criticising him in terms of they didn't know what he was going to be. Is he a defensive midfielder? Is he an attacking midfielder? He's everything. He's a box-to-box midfielder. Yeah. He's consistently putting in these performances where we have to start talking about him as one of the best in.
He leads Arsenal in chances created, duels won, interceptions, and passes into the box, shaping the flow of every match from back to front. His presence is control, his timing orchestral. Rice has become Arsenal's ultimate metronome, the heartbeat of Arteta's system. With over 2,000 metres carried with the ball this season, his progression defines their tempo. Only Odegaard surpasses him in long passing accuracy, and no one in England has been more decisive from indirect set pieces.
Delivery. It's another great delivery!
Since Rice took charge of dead ball deliveries, Arsenal have scored 35 goals from set plays, more than any club in Europe's top 5 leagues. His precision, paired with Gyökeres' movement, has turned every free kick, every corner, every half chance into a weapon of destruction. Together, they are the Premier League's most complete duo. Rice, the architect, Gyökeres, the executioner. One controls the game's rhythm, the other shatters it. And under Arteta, this partnership is evolving into something far greater than numbers or tactics. It's a statement. Because for the first time in 2 decades, Arsenal don't just look ready to compete, they look ready to conquer. This is the duo that could finally bring the Premier League trophy back to North London. Mikel Arteta has been clear and unapologetic about it. Victor Gyökeres has changed everything.
A lot of things to improve. Everything, his high press, his position, and his touches, his threading behind, the way he link play, the way he gets us from this situation to transition moments. A lot. I think he was in a really good moment. Shame that...
In his own words, the 27-year-old has made Arsenal a much better team and much more unpredictable. His combination of power, intelligence and relentlessness has given Arteta's system a new dimension, one that makes the Gunners as direct as they are intricate, as brutal as they are beautiful. Gyökeres is not simply a finisher, he's one of the most complete attackers in world football.
Through on goal again!
The numbers are staggering. An average of 1.14 goals per game last season, 0.94 touches inside the box per game, and 39.43 dribbles per 100 touches metrics that place him among the elite forwards across Europe.
I still think the fact that he was scarred by what happened at Brighton, the fact he was there for 3 years, didn't ever play, didn't make it for a Premier League club, and he won't admit it now, but I reckon in a few months' time, when he gets to 25 goals, or maybe 30, I think he's told some of the players he might score over 30, I think. I think he'll go back and admit that the first few months at Arsenal were difficult because I still had that hangover from struggling at Brighton. So
he doesn't just wait for service, he manufactures danger himself. Every run he makes, every press he triggers, every duel he engages in serves a tactical purpose. What makes him terrifying for defenders is how he fuses raw athleticism with surgical precision. Standing at 1.89 metres and weighing nearly 94 kilos, you'd expect a traditional target man. But Gyökeres is far more. He moves with the lightness of a winger, sprinting into channels, spinning off centre-backs, and carrying the ball at speed with control that borders on unfair. His heat map tells the story, constant activity, shifting across the entire attacking third, combining physical dominance with technical artistry. In the Premier League, he's already establishing himself as Arsenal's most dangerous forward, leading the team with 19 shots and 10 on target, while also creating 8 chances from open play, a figure only 4 players in the entire league can top. He's hit the woodwork in both domestic and European competition, proof that his output could be even higher with a touch more luck. It's no exaggeration to say that Gyökeres is the missing gear in Arsenal's machine, the forward, who has turned possession into penetration and potential into inevitability. And under Arteta, that blend of precision and chaos might be exactly what carries the Gunners from nearly champions to unstoppable ones. Victor Gyökeres hasn't just brought goals to Arsenal, he's expanded the entire attacking vocabulary of Mikel Arteta's team.
Well, he's going to bring a different level of threat. I've never been stopping to have a 9 like this at all, never. The thing is that we have adapted to the players and trying to get the best out of the players that we have, and now we have somebody with a unique ability to put the ball in the back of the net. He's done it more often than anybody else, almost in Europe. And that's a big quality to have.
His arrival has unlocked new layers of unpredictability and verticality that had been missing, allowing the Gunners to exploit long spaces, transition faster, and vary their offensive patterns with surgical precision. The first major upgrade has been Arsenal's capacity to attack long spaces. Gyökeres' explosive power makes him unstoppable when the team breaks lines, as seen in the match against Leeds. When Calafiori released a pass from midfield, Gyökeres instantly separated from his marker, controlled perfectly, and drove inward with that trademark rhythm change. Surrounded by 2 defenders, he shifted gears again, carved open a small pocket, and buried the ball with a clinical finish, pure dominance in motion. Against Olympiacos, he repeated the trick, starting his run from behind 2, numbered 2-1. His combination of strength and control left them on the ground before his shot struck the post, setting up Martinelli to finish. When Gyökeres runs at you, there's rarely a second chance to recover. He overwhelms with both pace and precision. Then comes his game intelligence. Gyökeres doesn't just run, he reads. His positional awareness and ability to adapt to Bukayo Saka's or Eberechi Eze's tempo make him a perpetual danger in the box. Take his goal against Nottingham Forest. A subtle change of pace placed him perfectly between defenders to meet the cross. He did the same versus Atletico, peeling away from his marker with perfect timing to finish inside the area. His overlaps and underlaps add another layer of movement that constant willingness to sprint behind his teammates keeps defences on edge. Combine that with his prowess on set pieces, and it's easy to see why Arsenal have become even deadlier from corners. In matches against Burnley and Atletico,
Towards that back post, and a one and in. Oh.
he capitalised on second phases inside the 6-yard box, always positioned exactly where chaos meets opportunity. But Gyökeres isn't just a finisher, he's also a creator. His assist sequence against Burnley was a statement, recovering the ball near his own half, carrying it at speed, and launching a perfectly weighted diagonal to Trossard, who then found Declan Rice to finish a counter-attack of pure precision. That moment encapsulated what Gyökeres truly is: not only the end point of attacks, but the architect of them. He presses high, recovers balls, links with one touch, opens space for Saka, and stretches defences relentlessly. Gyökeres is a complete forward, a system within the system, and for Arteta, he's not just a signing, he's a solution. The kind of player who doesn't simply score goals, but creates wins, and whose presence might just bring back the silverware Arsenal have been chasing for 2 decades. When Declan Rice joined Arsenal for £105 million in 2023, many believed he would simply be the club's defensive anchor, the successor to Gilberto Silva or Patrick Vieira in shielding the backline. What few expected was that Rice would evolve into something even more complete, a midfielder capable of dictating games from deep while arriving in the box with the timing of a number 8.
The amount of ground that Rice covers and the way he advances with the ball. I mean, he's quick once he gets in his stride, and he covers the ground really well with or without the ball. His delivery from, crosses, free kicks, corners, call it what you like, is as good as anyone probably in the game at the moment.
His transformation under Mikel Arteta has been one of the most fascinating positional evolutions in the Premier League era.
I heard some quotes that he made about that this season position is changed a little bit, and I disagree with that because his position has evolved and he is becoming a total player. A total player has to be able to do as many things as possible, and he has the capacity to do that. So that's to evolve a player, to start to bring something else to the team, and especially when you talk about scoring goals and threatening the opposition goal, even better, and he's been instrumental in our improvement in that part of the game.
During his first 6 months at the club, Rice operated primarily as a holding midfielder, sitting behind Ødegaard and Havertz. But everything changed after the winter training camp in January 2024, when Arteta unleashed him in a more dynamic box-to-box role. The result was spectacular. His attacking output exploded: 9 goals and 10 assists last season, the best return of his career. Now, with Martin Zubimendi anchoring midfield, Rice has found the perfect balance between defensive coverage and attacking freedom. Zubimendi's intelligence allows Rice to surge forward with his trademark running power, connecting defence and attack with unstoppable rhythm. Statistically, he leads Arsenal this season in ball carries, passes into the box, and chances created, sharing the creative crown with Bukayo Saka. But Rice's influence isn't limited to open play. He has revolutionised Arsenal's set-piece identity, turning dead ball situations into one of their deadliest weapons. The Gunners have become a nightmare for opponents at corners and free kicks, and Rice's precision deliveries are at the core of that success. Alongside Ødegaard and Saka, he forms a trio of elite technicians whose deliveries have made Arsenal the best set-piece side in Europe. Rice's shift to being one of the team's primary set-piece takers began midway through the 2023-24 season, initially as a temporary solution, but quickly becoming a tactical masterstroke. Working closely with Arsenal's set-piece coach Nicolas Jova, Rice has refined his technique, mastering driven, curling deliveries that consistently find runners at the near post or the 6-yard box. The numbers are staggering. Since Rice took over left-sided delivery duties, Arsenal's corner conversion rate has soared. He and Saka are the only 2 players in the Premier League to have taken more than 100 corners aimed into the 6-yard area since the start of the 2023-24 season, and both rank among the top 7 in accuracy across all players in the division. It's a combination of precision, consistency, and adaptability. Saka whips with venom from the right, Ødegaard bends with disguise, and Rice delivers with laser-like power from the left. Each one offers a distinct trajectory, making Arsenal's set pieces unpredictable and nearly impossible to defend. Declan Rice has become far more than the £105 million signing who stabilised Arsenal, he's now the heartbeat and metronome of a title-challenging machine, a midfielder who dictates tempo, leads transitions, and defines outcomes. In an Arsenal side filled with stars, he's the player who ensures everything connects the mind, muscle, and method of Mikel Arteta's masterpiece. Declan Rice has reached a level of technical refinement that few midfielders in the world can match. His right foot has become one of Arsenal's most dangerous weapons, a blend of precision, power, and consistency that makes him as lethal in dead ball situations as he is in open play. Every assist this season has been a showcase of that precision. 3 of them have come directly from corners. A whipped delivery against Manchester United that dropped perfectly into the 6-yard box. Another against Leeds with the same deadly trajectory. And a third against Newcastle, where he sent a pinpoint cross to Miguel Merino, who finished it brilliantly. In the Champions League, Rice reached another level entirely. His indirect free kick against Atletico Madrid, floated perfectly to the head of Gabriel Magalhaes, felt almost like a pass delivered by hand measured, weighted, unstoppable. That's become his trademark, hitting the ball with such clarity that it bypasses chaos, creating scoring chances even when surrounded by defenders. But his repertoire goes beyond indirect precision. Rice's direct free kicks have become moments of pure spectacle. Scoring once against Thibaut Courtois would be impressive. Scoring twice, both into the top corner, is a statement of world-class technique. Those 2 thunderbolts didn't just light up the Champions League night, they signalled that Arsenal's midfield general had arrived among Europe's elite. What's remarkable is how Rice complements this attacking brilliance with total control of his dual role as a box-to-box midfielder. Arteta's decision to give him that freedom to push higher when Arsenal attack and drop deep when they defend has turned Rice into the team's true metronome. He is everywhere, influencing every phase of play with intelligence and precision. In front of goal, he's a natural finisher. Against West Ham, he reacted like a striker, pouncing on a rebound to tap home from close range. Against Burnley, he read the play perfectly, charging into the box to meet a Leandro Trossard cross with a towering header that left 2 defenders flat-footed. But perhaps the most telling example of his instinct came last season versus Sunderland, when a subtle touch from Bukayo Saka set him up and Rice finished with billiard table accuracy into the corner. Then there's his thunderous long-range shooting, a weapon in itself. His goal against West Ham, a first-time strike that rocketed into the net, was another reminder of just how complete his attacking toolkit has become.
White. Oh, Odegaard and Trossard left it for each other. Oh!
Across his Arsenal career, 18 goals and 24 assists tell the story of a player who defines games in both boxes. Yet just as vital is his defensive brilliance. Watching Rice sprint back from attack to defence is a lesson in intensity and anticipation.
And Sanani breaks forward, and Navarro calling for him as well, but that's a poor touch.
He covers ground with astonishing acceleration, reads transitions before they happen, and times his challenges perfectly. It's as if he can sense the rhythm of the game seconds ahead of everyone else.
3 to his right from Mo Salah. Trent Alexander-Arnold off the crossbar.
Declan Rice doesn't just control the tempo, he embodies it. With the intelligence of a strategist and the ferocity of a warrior, he's become the most complete midfielder in the Premier League. The numbers prove it. The performances confirm it, and every time he steps onto the pitch, Arsenal look more complete because he's the player who makes them whole. Declan Rice and Viktor Gyökeres have become the embodiment of Arsenal's evolution under Mikel Arteta, Two signings once questioned, now undeniable pillars of a team built to dominate. Rice dictates everything from midfield, blending intelligence, precision, and physical power, while Gyökeres gives the attack a focal point Arsenal had long lacked: direct, mobile, and ruthless inside the box. Together they bring perfect balance, control and chaos, stability and aggression. Rice's command of the tempo allows Gyökeres to thrive between the lines, while the Swede's movement constantly opens channels for the Englishman to exploit. Both players elevate those around them, transforming Arsenal into a fluid, unpredictable machine capable of hurting any opponent. They are no longer just signings, they are structural cornerstones of Arteta's project proof that his tactical vision was never about individual brilliance, but about synergy. If these two stay fit, Arsenal won't just challenge for the Premier League, they will be contenders for every competition they enter. The Arteta era is built on their partnership, and it's only just beginning.